Hello everyone! We're very sorry for the technical problems we had when starting off this race, but now we're good to go. Hello and welcome to this race of BleedRunning between Altafen and WuffWuff of normal freestyle. So they're off to a decent start. They are very evenly into the ladder, and they are both doing it flawlessly, and they are climbing up for the tower, for the staircase now, and they are very even into the ladder. Both are handling it flawlessly, going into the first boss of this stage. Getting a good laser shot in there, getting some good chainsaw action. Ooh, that is a good pattern for Altafen. Very nice. Altafen is going out with the lead out of the first box into the runway. Both of them seem to have a pretty good runway going here. Not taking any unnecessary hits and keep maintaining the S going into the second boss of this stage. Let's see what second boss has to offer our runners today. They are both getting a pretty nice start with a purple boss and a lot of purple balls. So this is gonna be a very nice even race out of the first stage. This is very nice and even. Altafen ends with a little bit ahead. Altafen ends at 2:4:18 and 2:24. So this is a pretty even race. Altafen goes out a little bit ahead, but anything can happen from this point on. Altafen having a little issues in the first movement section to the cat caster, and WuffWuff is getting out of there in a pretty good shape. Ooh, got hit. That's gonna hurt. I think we'll have a hard time filling up an S. None of them seem to be able to maintain the S on the cat caster. It's pretty huge time loss. But Altafen manages to maintain his lead out of the cat caster and going into the second movement. Start. This is a very nice and even race. Ooh. WuffWuff is having some issues in this movement section. This is gonna hurt him a lot. Thankfully, this is gonna go. Thankfully, this is not a boss where the S rank of the weapon is very manageable. There we go. There, Altafen manages to increase his lead a little bit, but WuffWuff can still get ahead here. There's a lot more to do of this race. There's a lot more of this race. This race is by no means over yet. Altafen had a pretty nice final boss of this stage and clocked in at 4:23. Let's see what happens to WuffWuff here. WuffWuff is losing some time on this split as well. Gonna clock in on 4:37. They are going into the flight. They are both going the flight here. Altafen is having a very clean section here, entering the boss with an S. It's a pretty good shape of being. 1 ball and 2 balls start. That's a very nice start. WuffWuff is not any worse here though, and also enters the box with S rank. But oh my, not having much luck with the balls here. Altafen is leaving the cowgirl, and so is WuffWuff. WuffWuff manages to regain some time there. So let's see here. Both of them are handling this section flawlessly, as expected. Both of them seem to be going into Ninja with an S rank. Altafen is already there. Altafen is already there. And WuffWuff also made it. This race is very nice at this point. This stage has so far been very clean from both runners. Very clean, very clean. And Altafen is done, and WuffWuff is done with part 1 and almost done with part 2. And WuffWuff is also out of Ninja, and they are both entering the bullet hell section. Let's see what happens here. This part of this section is pretty important. It's very important here to not get hit too much and to maintain the S for the final boss. Really important. So let's see how it goes for them. Altafen is cutting out of this section in one piece, and let's see what happens to WuffWuff here. WuffWuff also seems to be going out clean. Yes, he is. And Altafen is entering the rocket launcher, and got a good purple reflection there. Another one. WuffWuff is getting those yellow rockets. Those you don't want to see. And Altafen is out. Altafen is out of this section. And so is WuffWuff. 7-41 and 7-47. WuffWuff is regaining some, is taking in on some of that time loss. He gained some time on Altafen there, but still a little bit behind. It's gonna be a very interesting race from this point onward. None of the rounders are counted out, and they are have both been showing some good gameplay so far. Altafen is changing. Altafen is out of the first boss there and did a quick change back. They are both going into the tunnel now. This section is very scary. If you get hit once here, you are losing a whole lot of time. Oh, Altafen is taking the hit. This can be the moment WuffWuff has been waiting for. Can be the moment WuffWuff has been waiting for. WuffWuff has time to recover here. Recover for all the lost time. WuffWuff looks in a very much better shape than just before. WuffWuff took in the lead there. I think WuffWuff took the lead there. Yes, he did! WuffWuff is ahead going into the boss gauntlet of this section, where there are 4 bosses in a row. This section can make or break though. It's a very, very important section to get well. Very important section. And got a good copy, and Altafen also got a good copy. Let's see how the worms goes. WuffWuff is doing it pretty well, gets a decent pattern. Altafen is however, not getting the nice pattern here, and will have to hope that things goes well for him. Wuff is still ahead. Both of them are handling this section very well. But there is no saving it. Wuff is gonna go out of this place ahead of Altafen. This race is very close to people. This race is very close. They are just seconds between one another. 2 seconds behind is Altafen going into the warship. And this is where the magic happens. This is where a lot of stuff can happen. WuffWuff is getting stuck on that wall. That's gonna hurt. That can be just the opening. Altafen needs to take over the lead here. Can be just the opening needed. WuffWuff is going into the first boss, and so is Altafen. Altafen seems to be a little ahead now. Those wall kicks sure hurts, especially in a close race like this. WuffWuff is done, and Altafen so. I think Altafen still remain the lead here. Still in the lead. But it's very close here. Anything can happen. This is anyone's race. This is anyone's race. WuffWuff's going into the second boss of this section. And Altafen is joining slightly after. I think WuffWuff has regained the lead here, but it's very close, and 1240. Yeah, WuffWuff is definitely still in the lead here. Definitely still in the lead. But this is still anyone's race, people. This is still anyone's race. And WuffWuff is getting out of the gate at 13:15, and Altafen is still on the boss. This is gonna be a huge time loss for Altafen. There we go. Altafen is going out of the gate at 13:32. So he's 70 seconds behind after that fight. WuffWuff is undeaf. You don't want to see those in this category, but sometimes you have to take those intentional deaths. It's definitely better than taking an unintentional death at the bubble section, but still gonna hurt a little bit at this rate. WuffWuff is really pulling ahead of this in this stage. It's really pulling ahead, and Altafen is gonna have an uphill fight going forward here, but still possible. But it's gonna take a lot for Altafen to get ahead now. Oh yes, Altafen gets an early Pac-Man. That might help him. Still hurts to not have the S going into Ant Battalion though. That's very damaging, and WuffWuff is finished with the stage and in the cutscene. And WuffWuff are at 14. Can they get a 14? Or it's gonna be a 15? A 15-0-0 out of the stage. And what does Altafen get? in this cutscene of 15-21. So WuffWuff has extended their lead a lot in this stage. They went in with a little lead and went out with a lot. Just goes to show that anything can happen in that stage. What's happening here? WuffWuff is handling this pretty well. Setting up for a quick intentional death after stage 3. Altafen is playing a little safer here. Quite understandably so. Oh, they are taking a hit there. This is not looking good for Altafen. WuffWuff is handling Valentine very well here. And there we go, Altafen out of stage 2. But WuffWuff looks to be about finished with stage 3 soon. Ready to take a very fast intentional death here. But still, yeah, there we go, WuffWuff made it. WuffWuff made it out of it alive. Played it very risky though, very risky. And Altafen made it out very cleanly. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That is so not happen. Altafen is gonna have to reduce stage 3 of Valentine. This might have cost them all possibilities to win this race. That might have cost the race. That might have been the race, people. Altafen still struggling onwards here, but they are gonna have to do a very good final stage here. They're gonna have to do a very good epilogue. And WuffWuff is out of the stage. And it doesn't even look like Altafen can do the quick intentional here and save a lot of time. WuffWuff is going into the Manticore. Altafen is going out of the showdown finally. But is it enough? This is gonna be very rough for Altafen to take in. WuffWuff is gonna have to mess up a lot for Altafen to even stand a chance here. Or Altafen is gonna have to do some fantastic stuff here. But it's not over yet. Things can still happen. Things can still happen. Nothing in this game is ever free. WuffWuff gets an iffy climb section. But they are going into the whale for now. Very, very sad for Altafen. That's it. High risk is not always paying off. I do understand their decision though. I don't blame that once they win any sector they could. WuffWuff is getting down with the whale core just as Altafen is getting rid of the mantis core. Falling down. WuffWuff is falling down to the ground. Doing some chainsaw action. Let's hope that Altafen gets a nice whale core. WuffWuff is down! He's down! Down on the ground. And down underground. where some digging action is about to take place. As Altafen starts falling down. This race is... Ooh. Altafen had a chance there. Okay. Wuff is struggling a little bit with it. And they took a death there. Oh no. The race is up in the air still, people. The race is still up in the air. That's what just about the opening Altafen might need. Let's see if Altafen takes advantage of this opening that has been given to them. WuffWuff is back at an S though. This race is still in the air, people. That opening might just be what might save Altafen. WuffWuff is out of the digging, and Altafen is not that much behind anymore. Altafen might soon also be out of the digging here. It is anyone's race going into rival. Altafen is having a slight advantage though. Altafen is having a slight advantage. No, what did I say? WuffWuff has a slight advantage. I messed up, my tongue is not with me tonight. WuffWuff missed the tennis game. It really looks like WuffWuff is winning. Yes, they are. And WuffWuff gets the first cold deliciousness. Altafen is still going on though, and they are not going to be that much behind. Very good epilogue of Altafen. Almost recovering. Almost recovering. Almost recovering. And there we go. Altafen is going out. At 22:37. Let's give the runners a little break now, while they are doing some necessities. And we'll be back very soon with the second race. Okay everyone, we're ready to start the second race here between Altafen and WuffWuff. They are both going up to the gate now, out of the home, out of their comfy coaches, and into the action. So WuffWuff won the first race by a hair's margin. It was a very close and nice race. Let's see if this race is gonna be just as interesting. Balls are flying, and there we go, into the blaster. Altafen handles that very well, and WuffWuff as well. They are going into the box with WuffWuff slightly ahead, just so slightly. But anything can happen here though, anything can happen here. WuffWuff got the bad luck there, while Altafen didn't take that much of a hit in the luck department. However, not entering with an S hurts a lot. Not entering with the S hurts. But they are both going into the tunnel at a very close pace. This is gonna be very interesting, just like the first race. Both are handling the tunnel here very well. Very well. And balls are flying. And WuffWuff enters the boss, and Altafen is also entering the boss. It's gonna be very interesting. Altafen getting that purple. And WuffWuff is still down. There, WuffWuff is done. And gonna clock in at. And Altafen is done. 221. That's a nice one. And 225. 4 seconds behind. Very close though. Anything can happen as we saw. The ending was a real roller coaster last time. So this is still anyone's race. Anyone's race. Altafen is having a little issue with the movement, but they're gonna enter with the B at least, it seems like. WuffWuff builds up a fast S and gets the purple boss. Altafen is having a little issues here though. And not getting purple boss. WuffWuff is gonna take a little more lead here. But it's not that much. It's not that much. Altafen is just slightly behind and losing a little bit of time. Anything can still happen here, going into the cars. Oh, Altafen is doing some beautiful movement here. Some very beautiful movements. WuffWuff is doing the car here. Keeping it ready. Some chainsaw action. Altafen slightly behind. Slightly behind. Most likely gonna end behind after this section. But it's still anyone's race. The real run starts now, as I used to say. The real run starts after this level. Because that's where the action begins. Up until this point, it's pure execution. After this, things can go either way. Alta 443 and 437. 4 seconds behind. It's about the same as before. So no time was lost or gained. No huge chunks at least. Let's see how they handle this part here. Purple are flying all across the screen here. And they are both giving us their best smiles. At least Altafen is. Altafen is giving us their best smiles. They know how to please the crowd into giving them an S rank. Both are entering the boss with an S rank here. WuffWuff is out. Altafen is not that much behind though. Ooh, they got hit, but that's very not mattering because they are having plenty of time to build up an S, and the S is already back up. The S is already back up. Let's see what's happening in this section. Altafen is handling it well, and WuffWuff is out of it, handling it. Ooh, they took a hit right before the Ninja, even. This is gonna hurt a little bit. But WuffWuff are not getting those deflects in. It looks like. Yeah, they did actually. Get them kicked in. They got him. And also got him. Let's see how the time change here. WuffWuff actually got those hits. They are pretty even out of that. So now it's time for the final section, the bullet hole section. This section is not fun to get hit with, I tell you. Because if you get hit here at the end, you are gonna have a very hard time building up the S, which is very, very nice to have against the boss. And Altafen is taking it. I should stop jinxing it. But taking Phil is right at. Oh no! WuffWuff took the. Oh no! I should stop jinxing it. And Altafen also took a little one there. This is gonna be very, very interesting to see how they quickly build up S. WuffWuff got a quicker S up. Altafen is getting it up. WuffWuff is out. Altafen is soon following suit. Yes, there we are. 726, 746, and 752. Altafen lost a couple of seconds to WuffWuff from this section. But we are now entering the battleship. The launch. I mean, not the warship. The entrance into the warship. But yeah, let's see what's happening here. WuffWuff is building up a little bit of buffet, and Altafen did not really make that jump, but they are changing it up here, changing food. WuffWuff is out, and Altafen is soon out. Losing a little bit of time, but not as much as it could have been. Let's start a tunnel here where anything can happen. And hit here is, as we said before, dangerous. Really don't want to take hits in here. WuffWuff is handling the tunnel pretty well, pretty clean tunnel. Alta's also handling it pretty well. Yeah, none of the runners took hits here. Easy peasy. Easy tunnel. And WuffWuff enters the boss section. 4 bosses in a row. And Guppy is entering the stage for WuffWuff, and Guppy is entering the stage for Altafen. Altafen has gained in some time here, I think. Clean Guppy from both players. And WuffWuff is starting to fight against the Mr. and Mrs. Worm. And Altafen as well. And Altafen gets a good pattern, which might give him some time. WuffWuff is out on there, and they did a reflection. And WuffWuff is done. Altafen is still fighting here. Bunny is coming in. And Altafen is preparing himself for Bunny. WuffWuff is done. Altafen still fighting. Altafen is done. 4, 11, 4, and 11, 10, 9. Altafen gained a little bit of time on WuffWuff there. Still a little bit behind going into the warship. Still a little bit behind going into warship. But anything can happen here. Anything can happen here. While no section of this game is free, this is one of those that are very much not free. WuffWuff playing around some with the thing. And there we go. Soon out. Good reflection. Altafen is still going on here. WuffWuff is out. And Altafen should soon be out as well. Yes, there we go. Altafen also out. WuffWuff is in the zero gravity field. Took some hits there. Let's see if they can build up an S. No, they didn't get an S rank. Altafen also taking some hits in zero gravity though. Ooh, that's gonna hurt entering this section with a D. That's not the spot you want to be in. Ooh, this is looking very, very, very dangerous for Altafen. Will they try to the next section without taking a damage, or are you gonna take a quick intentional death here? Yeah, they take it safe. They play it safe here. They play it safe here. It hurts, but it has to be done. Not having S here isn't as bad as risking to lose everything. So it's a very understandable choice that Altafen choose to play it safe here. WuffWuff is out, and Altafen is playing with his chainsaw. Mitigating the damage from their intended death. And they are going out. WuffWuff is dodging the bubbles on the path to and Battalion. WuffWuff. Oh, WuffWuff didn't really finish that climb there. But they are still in a very safe spot here. But anything can still happen. WuffWuff is entering Ant Battalion with a smaller health bar, but that shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, they start off with a strong with a Pac-Man. The Pac-Man turned yellow though instead of purple. And Altafen is getting... WuffWuff got a chainsaw as their second one. WuffWuff is having the RNG with them here. While Altafen gets bullets and shards. WuffWuff takes the easy clean and goes out. While Altafen is really not having luck on their side here. 1446. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna be a very hard thing to regain. WuffWuff is deciding to play it safer here than last time. They maintain about half their health bar. In my opinion, a pretty wise choice. Like, I wouldn't want to lose my lead to taking a hit or two too much. I wonder what Altafen, what their health situation to be like going into Valentine. Altafen also stopping at half health. A wise choice. WuffWuff done with the second part there, and Alta still finishing off their first part, Valentine. Valentine returns for a third round against WuffWuff, and is down after first for Altafen, and is entering the second round. Altafen is doing some very nice stuff here. And WuffWuff is soon done with the third round. Entering the encore. Time for WuffWuff to enter the encore, and they didn't take the too early death there. Alta is handling round 3 in an exceptional manner. Getting everything going right here. And they got a purple dash. And they are going to do the intentional here. Let's see how it goes. WuffWuff is done with the stage, and Altafen is going into round 4, the encore. WuffWuff is entering the epilogue, leaving their comfy house again, and leaving their video games behind. Going into Mantis Core. Altafen is having an uphill battle here, but things can change very drastically. WuffWuff is having a pretty nice Manticore here. Ooh, they took a hit there, losing the S. That's the kind of stuff that can leave Altafen the opening they need to maybe repair this. There is quite a distance though between the two runners. Altafen is gonna have to have the epilogue of their life here. Okay. WuffWuff is in Whale Core. Altafen is done with the Manticore. And Altafen is going into the climb here, while WuffWuff is starting to descend. WuffWuff is descending down now, really quick towards the ground. While Altafen is having a very nice whale core here. They're having a very nice whale core here. And they are in an S mode. And WuffWuff is down. WuffWuff is falling down towards the ground now. They are dashing through the ground into the digging section, while Altafen starts their descent. Nice. And ooh, they took a hit there, that hurt, but they are falling down. They are falling down now. They are descending down. But WuffWuff is down with the digging in the dirt. So they are out to face the rival after that digging. While Altafen still has the digging left, WuffWuff is out of rival. Anything can still happen. It's not over before it's over. It's never free. Nothing in this game is ever free. But there's gonna take a lot for WuffWuff to mess up here. WuffWuff can't play safe here. They are doing the laser rival. And they're doing the tennis game, and they got the tennis game, and WuffWuff is done. Altafen is done with the digging as well. And we can give WuffWuff got 2 ice creams. But Altafen is still taking down the rival here. This is gonna be a very interesting fight to see. Altafen is low on health here going into rival. Can be very interesting. They are playing it very safe here. Ooh, they took a hit from the sword. Took a hit from the unexpected sword. Chainsaw action. Ooh, they took a death on rival. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That's one of the nastiest steps you can take in this run. But they are still going strong. Dedicated to beat rival, they are starting to play tennis with him. Altafen tries to show who's the boss. Altafen is showing that rival who's the boss. And they said no thanks in that tennis match, and they are done! That was it, folks. WuffWuff won over Altafen with 2 versus 0. Was some very nice races though. Some very nice races. We have had 2 nice races here, but WuffWuff ended up ahead in both of them. Thank you for stopping by for today, for watching this race. And I hope to see you very soon again for the next race. Have a nice day everyone, and see you later. Goodbye for now. Have a nice day and tune in next time for a new race.